what's up? So today I'm going to be talking about my September wrap-up and my August TBR. And before I get into everything, let me just tell you guys about my day, because I have had one. So today marked my third exam of the week. It's only Tuesday. Yesterday I had 2 and today I had 1, and on Thursday I have another, and that makes all 4 classes having an exam every day of the week, which is why I didn't upload last week for you guys. Sorry about that, but you know, school has to come first. Let's get into this. Sorry for rambling. So September, I read Obsidian by Jennifer L. Armentrout, and that was Triona's Little Book Owl book of the month for the club, and I sadly cannot watch the live show on the 5th of October, which should have already happened because I have work, which makes me really sad. But yeah, I did read the book, so I will be watching the live show after it's already recorded. I also am going to be doing a full review on this book. Stay tuned for that. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see my thoughts. The first parts of my reviews are always spoiler free, and then I warn you immensely so that you can click off if you haven't read it yet, and then I will go into a spoilery discussion where hopefully we will discuss together in the comments afterwards. So I first read Obsidian by Jennifer L. Armentrout, and the next book I read was The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. Not sure how to say her name. And I buddy read this with Triona from ToxiMoxi, and that was quite fun. Buddy read with her through the Goodreads group called YouTuber Reviewers. So if you're interested in doing that and you have a small channel of your own, it's a really friendly community that I just have come to love. I found a couple great booktubers through there that are interested in the things that I'm interested in, and yeah, it's a great way to meet more YouTubers if you're, you know, new into the community like I am. So that's been really fun. So the book itself was really good. I really enjoyed the main characters, Blue and Adam and fucking what's his name. They were all just really lovely. I really liked all the twists and turns that the book made and everything. So yeah, I liked that book, and I'll be looking forward to reading the second one. And I want to give a special thanks to Jesse the reader out there, because without his constant talk about the Raven Boys, I never would have known to pick it up. So the third book that I still haven't finished, and I think I'm gonna stop talking about it, is Jane Eyre. I'm still only 20% done with that book, and I just think I'm giving up finally. The last physical book I read was Fight Club by Chuck Palahniuk, which I also really enjoyed. I had already seen the movies, so all of the surprises were already out of the bag for me, but I still really enjoyed the book. I really enjoyed being able to catch on to the little hints of everything that's happening, which I'm not going to give away, of course, because I want you to not know what's going on if you haven't read it yet. And then I also did listen to an audiobook this month. I listened to Landline by Rainbow Rowell, which I did enjoy the storyline. However, I wish I had read it rather than listened to it, because the timeline of that book gets a little bit muddled when you're not reading it, I think, because she would be talking in real time, present time, and then go into a thought about the past, but there wasn't a distinct separation between the two as you were listening to the narrator. So that was my one complaint about it, but I did really enjoy the story, and I do plan on rereading it, because since I've already listened to it, but reading it physically at some point in my life. So that is everything I read in September. It's not a lot for me, but it is more than I expected to read, seeing as I am in school. I mean, I could name off all the chapters I've read in all my textbooks, but I'm not going to do that for you. So moving on to my October TBR. I'm excited. I am already in the middle of Abundance of Catherines, which I am reading on my e-reader. I really am thinking that this book is really weird. I don't know if I like it or not yet. It's a weird concept. I do like how it's written though. I like the writing. I mean, it's John Green. I'm not surprised that I like the writing, but the main character is a prodigy, so he's really smart, and so he talks about things that you don't know what he's talking about and mentioning, and so then there's little like sub notes, and then at the end of each chapter they talk about what you didn't understand, and I kind of like that. And it's not textbooky, it's still fun to read those subtext. It's cute. The next book I plan on reading is The Statues That Walked by Carl Lipo and Terry Hunt, and this is a book that I have to read for my semester, so I'm pretending that it's exciting for now, and hopefully it is. So this is the two authors who co-wrote it. One of them is my professor, and it is their focus in their archaeological work on the Easter Island statues of the giant heads pictured right there. So it's gonna be about that and some more new hypotheses about why those exist, how they exist, how people made them, etc., etc. The next book I plan on reading is Wonder by R.J. Palacio. I'm so excited to read this book. I haven't read it yet. I don't even really know what it's about. It's about a boy who has a facial deformity and now he's going to school finally. The back says, "I won't describe what I look like. Whatever you're thinking, it's probably worse." So that's interesting. So that probably means that we won't get a description of what his face looks like, which kind of makes the cover make sense. I love this cover. Honestly, the reason that I picked this book to buy off the shelf at Barnes & Noble was because of the cover and because Triona had talked about it in one of her little calls or something. But she didn't tell me anything about the book in her video, so I just love the cover. I love the color, I love the wonder on the top of the eye and that there's only one eye. I'm excited to read this, and I am also buddy reading this with a girl named Chrissie. Here is her channel link because I can't remember it off the top of my head. Sorry, Chrissie. But I also found her through that YouTuber reviewer's Goodreads account. So yeah, I'm excited to read this. I'm excited to read this with Chrissie. We have corresponded through Goodreads now a few times, and I'm just so excited to read a book with her. She has a great personality through the internet, at least. So, but yeah, so that's the third book. And then I also have a tentative TBR, which are Vicious by V.E. Schwab, and that's the Little Book Club Book of the Month this month. And then I also have the Book of the Month book that is going to be the Booksplosion Book of the Month, but I don't know what it is. They haven't announced it yet. I'm flapping my hands really weird, and that's everything for this video. So if you guys liked this, give it a thumbs up. If you're planning on reading any of the books I'm reading this month, comment down below or follow me on Twitter so that we can tweet about it together. Don't forget to check out all my social media links and hit that subscribe button so you can listen to the Obsidian review and everything else crazy that I do. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!